Let's go speak to Cassandra. I think she's been waiting for me for quite a while. Cassandra! What have you been doing? Construction report, brick marks. Skyhold has stolen bricks. Found a brick mark I know from my elder's notes. Fired in Highever before it was sacked in 480. That was Orlais. But this style isn't, so it was probably looted. There may be others. That time is long past, but the Inquisitor should know where they live. Gannon Mason. Our cause rights a greater wrong. Crimes of the past will be eclipsed soon enough, as this becomes a home of the Inquisition. But send word to Highever, so they can amend their histories. Commander Cullen. Highever yet again. Stolen bricks. I'm sure they'll appreciate you telling me that. Fergus will. Hi, Cassandra. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
You knew where Hawk was all along!
Oh, damn.
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit!
Whoa!
You kidnapped me! You interrogated me! What did you expect?
Guys, we're on the same side now. From a friendship perspective though, Varric, man, you're a real one, huh? You really helped out Hawk.
Hey, enough! You're taking his side? I said enough!
I'm taking the side of peace.
We needed someone to lead this Inquisition. First, Liliana and I searched for the hero of Ferelden, but she had vanished. Then, we looked for Hawk, but she was gone too. We thought it all connected, but no. It was just you. You who kept her from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawk would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy.
Hawk could have just died. Even up until now, we have no idea why I'm so special. Maybe I was the right person at the right place. And from Varric's point of view, you wanting to find Hawk or Kuzland, he didn't know what you were gonna do with them. Not something as innocent as, oh, we're gonna make you the leader of the Inquisition. Certainly not. Sounds more like you were gonna torture them.
You can't change the past, Cassandra.
So I must accept... what? That the Maker wanted all this to happen? That he... Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawk most, Varric kept her secret.
She's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
This is the same thing with Liliana. A bit of a crisis of faith again, because we need a reason for why this is happening to Thedas right now. Why is the Maker abandoning us? Because we did something wrong. The mortals did something wrong. We weren't able to find Hawk and the hero Ferelden because of Varric, and that's why. If we had them, then none of us would ever be in this state. Everything would still be peaceful and happy and all that. That's not true. And that Varric has been helping. If he didn't want to help, he wouldn't have brought Hawk over now. But notice that just now when I intervened, Varric approved, but Cassandra didn't disapprove. I think she's a very fair person, so I'm gonna be equally, you know, I'm just gonna say it like it is.
That's unworthy of you.
I must not think of what could have been. We have so much at stake. Go, Varric. Just go.
You know what I think? If Hawk had been at the temple, she'd be dead too. You people have done enough to her.
I believed him. He spun his story for me and I swallowed it. If I just explained what was at stake, if I just made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawk. I'm such a fool.
Cassandra's not dumb. She went from blaming Varric to blaming herself in the span of like 30 seconds, so she's been doing a lot of self-reflection just now too. Yeah, normally I wouldn't be that straightforward and just, be like, Cassandra, that's unfair, but since she's always very fair with me, and she says it like it is, that's what I'm gonna do with her too.
What if you hadn't believed him and you'd tracked Hawk down?
Honestly, Hawk might not even have agreed to become Inquisitor. She supported the Mage Rebellion after all. She wouldn't have trusted me for a second. But this isn't about Hawk, or even Varric. Not truly. I should have been more careful. I should have been smarter. I don't deserve to be here.
Okay, now you're going on the other extreme. You're the reason why the Inquisition exists. But based off what we saw of her in Dragon Age 2, though, yeah, I wouldn't have trusted her either, because we didn't know why she was suddenly interrogating people and all that. So definitely an area for improvement there, but that's what being immortal is all about, right? No one's perfect.
You're too hard on yourself, Cassandra.
Not hard enough, I think.
You can't believe that.
I want you to know, I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawk or the hero of Ferelden, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. You're not what I'd pictured. But if I've learned anything, it's that I know less than nothing.
Yeah, think about it on the flip side. The Maker sent me anyway, because you couldn't find the other people. It's fine, we have a person. Oh, am I disturbing you? Cassandra, would you like to talk about your brother now?
Something is troubling me, Inquisitor. Leliana is receiving reports of mages becoming possessed, Templars going rogue. No one is dealing with these matters. I was hoping we might, before they get worse.
Everyone has everything to do for me.
We can certainly look into it.
I will mark these incidents on the map as I learn of them, Inquisitor. And I would be pleased to accompany you if and when you investigate.
Okay, this is gonna be like the Black Wall Grey Warden stuff then, right? Okay.
I have some more questions.
Why am I not surprised?
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
Okay, you want me to do all the stuff marked on the map first? I will.
I'll let you get back to work.
No, hold on.
Greetings.
What does Cassandra command anyway? Because Cullen is our commander, but Cassandra, her position is a little bit less clear to me. Especially since she's not really a seeker anymore, there's no Templars here.
Do you have any advice for me?
Tell that demon, what does it call itself? Cole. Tell it to leave. He may not mean harm, but that does not mean he will not harm us. Spirits are not creatures to take at face value. Be cautious with him, Inquisitor.
Thank you for your advice. I'm not just gonna write it off. I agree. Just because someone doesn't intend harm doesn't mean they won't harm.
Do you have any advice for me?
Treat Dorian with caution. It's possible he could be what he seems, a Tevinter mage wishing to do better than his countrymen. What if he is not? At best, his presence makes the Inquisition appear to have questionable allies.
I'll take that into consideration too.
Do you have any advice for me?
Watch the treasury carefully, with that Sarah present.
You think she's here to rob us?
Possibly not, but I would hardly put it past her.
She'll just rob all of our pants.
Do you have any advice for me?
It's good that you recruited Enchanter Vivian into the Inquisition. She is ambitious, but has always shown sense in her dealings with the Chantry. My advice would be to watch her, but heed her when she speaks. That one wastes no words.
Cassandra is someone who values stuff like order.
Do you have any advice for me?
We must root out the Red Templars. They form the bulk of Corypheus's forces.
Oh, we're gonna start seeing them on the map, aren't we?
Do you have any advice for me?
You know what you need to do, Inquisitor.
Is that advice?
Do you have any advice for me?
You know what
Okay.
you need to do, Inquisitor.
Thank you, Cassandra.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Oh boy, okay. Whoa, who are we taking down? A whole bunch of people here. Everybody, everywhere. Alright. How... You know what? I actually feel like we probably have missed this and that around here and there. But,
The spiderwebs help stop the bleeding, and they prevent wounds from getting infected. Gather as many as you can. The strangest thing, though, I can't recall where I heard that. I think I remember a young man?
Is it from the spiders we were feeding with the plums? Could be. Yeah, let's... I think we got a pretty good look at Skyhold as a whole.
Darkspawn don't think. They flow. They burst through stone cut with their bloody hands, and they...
Oh, I'm so... What? I walked closer to you and you still stopped talking. Seriously? I was thinking we could just fast travel, right? I'm gonna go to the war room, set up some stuff, and then let's try to go back to the Templar stuff, huh? Oh. Requisitions, hey! You're not Thren.
Nothing? Unfortunate. Oh, Bells, it's you. Morris. Sir Morris, I suppose. I am serving as quartermaster for Skyhold and its arriving throngs. Stores are growing, and so long as we have fair coin to restock, you and yours will be well served.
Where's Thren?
The previous quartermaster survived Haven. Where is she?
She had views. Has views. Perfectly legitimate ones if you share them, Inquisitor. I believe it was felt that your quartermaster should be more palatable now that the Inquisition is in Orlais.
We're in Orlais.
She continues to serve, just not at the fore.
Damn, they made up like 20 excuses to not have the same person here again. Okay, we're not straddling the border as much as I thought then. We're just in Orlais.
What makes you ideal for this position? It's an important one.
My family has ties to several freehold militias, as well as cousins acting as officers in Ferelden and Orlais.
And your qualifications?
My family holds treaties with 3 new money Tevinter houses, and a rare Orzuma contract with a Paragon namesake.
And your qualifications?
To be honest, Your
None.
Worship, that was my question. I am the nexus of a dozen threads tied by others, designed to cast the widest and most appealing resource net. But I will rise to the occasion. Skyhold will want for nothing. I swear it.
Well, you better do your job.
How's it going? Do we have what we need?
Our capacity increases, as do our requests to suppliers. I've had to threaten some contracts. It was exhilarating.
Okay.
As you were.
We are here for you, Inquisitor.
Sounds like you're cut out for the job. Do I... Oh, I can make the Skyhold Garden. +1 power. Increase ability to grow herbs, or create a chantry space to gather resources from the faithful. Alright, cool. But we need seeds though. We need to go like find seeds and stuff. So we're still missing obsidian. Courtyard upgrade, 2 quarry, 2 logging stand, 30 elf root. Quarry and logging stand. We've seen logging stands
helps.
a little bit, but only 2 so far, I think. A letter home. Father, no, I will not come home. I know what happened to Haven. I was there. I am not afraid of death. If none of us are brave enough to stand, then all of us will fall. I am your son. If you trust nothing else, trust me. The Inquisition is our only hope. I also would like to request that you stop using such language to refer to the Inquisitor. It is not what you think. She is not trying to replace the Divine, or the Chantry, or become a god. I know it's hard for you to see an elf in a position of such power, but I think it's time for you to think about why you feel the way you do about them. Don't you remember the stories of Andraste and the elves who helped her? If the Inquisitor is really Andraste's herald, maybe it's Andraste sending us a message, telling us to let go of our foolish hatreds. I just hope you'll be able to see that this is what I want, and what I feel is my duty. I think Mother would be proud, and I know she would want you to be proud of me too. Your son, dedicated Inquisition officer, Eustace. Very measured and calm letter. It's nice. Reminds us that, yeah, there's other people in the Inquisition and everyone's... People believe in me, and they may be going against their own family for it too. That's an important thing. Their family relations, their friend relations. Pamphlet, lift your voices. Greetings, Sensation! I hope you are excited for our next meeting. I certainly am. In these dark times, fellowship and song will keep us from the depths of despair, so let us lift our voices and our spirits. Here are the pieces we will be learning in the upcoming weeks. I don't know why I started doing a salesman voice. Lyrics and musical notation are available in the archive, so come prepared. The Storm Coast's Claim, Circle of Flame, Girl in Red Crossing, Ballad of Nuggins. Scout Harding fought hard for this one, so she will conduct. Twinkling Lucia of the Heavens. Whether you took my gold or the Jolly Tavern, are all Jason's bride. I shall prevail. Although there were many votes for Andraste's Mabari, I have decided to leave it off the list, as attempts to perform it tend to leave most choir members a sobbing mess. Inquisitor Faye. P.S. I understand that some of you object to being called the Inquisition. If you can't come up with a better name, it is not your place to criticize, and no, the Harry Heralds is not a better name. I like this Inquisition. I like it. The Inquisitor likes it. Therefore, all of your other opinions have been vetoed. Thank you. I am gonna... I still don't understand the layout of this place. So inside... How do we get inside? Oh, what now? Cullen wants something? Okay. We didn't even really talk to Varric. We saw him on the battlements, but he introduced me to... I'll do that when I come back. He's inside, actually. Yeah, he introduced me to Hawk. We haven't really gotten to talk yet. Actually, you know what? He's right here anyway. Let's see. Varric, hey!
Someone emptied a whole bag of turnips into the fire. Ah, make it, the smell is everywhere.
Who did
I
that?
was going to use them for dinner and then... I can't recall who took them.
Cole?
Cassandra's calmed down. I think you can take your hand off your crossbow.
Define calm down for me in terms of who or what she's punching right now. I wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the time.
Okay, he did know about Corypheus, but he didn't know that that was going to be relevant, so I'm not going to fault him for not saying anything about it. I think Cassandra should come talk to Varric, not the other way around. But it would have helped if Hawk came earlier. Yeah, because we did know Varric should have known earlier that, okay, it seems like the Inquisition is for real, and we're not gonna freaking execute Hawk for being here.
Hawk should have been part of the Inquisition from the beginning.
Really? Anybody else you want to conscript? Your inquisitorialness? The first Talon of the Crows? Maybe the Empress of Orlais? The Inquisition's not a secret. People join by choice. I know I need to do better. I'm sorry.
I don't think you needed to say sorry. Yeah, you're right. You're right. If Hawk would have known about the Inquisition, because she was being kept up to date with info from Varric, and she didn't come join us. And from Varric's point of view, Hawk's just suffered too much. Thinking about her brother, her little brother, her mom, all that. Sometimes we just don't want to save the world, just want to run away and live in peace, you know?
Corypheus is back. Oh, shit.
You said he was a Darkspawn, or a Magister. What is he really?
I'm not sure. I don't think Corypheus really knows either. He's definitely a Darkspawn, but when we found him, it was pretty obvious he hadn't heard that. He thinks he's a Magister, a priest of Dumat, in fact. He says he broke into the Golden City, like in the Chantry tale.
If you and Hawk defeated him once, we can do it again.
We didn't just think Corypheus was dead. He was dead. No pulse, no breath, full of stab wounds. There wasn't a lot of room for doubt. It makes me wonder. I thought the Wardens imprisoned Corypheus to use him. Maybe they did it because he can't be killed.
Oh, now that's a thought, huh? Choosing imprisonment instead of outright killing them. That fight was the worst. I hated it.
How did you and Hawk even wind up in a Grey Warden prison for ancient Darkspawn?
Corypheus sent people after Hawk. He actually got control of an entire Carta clan. Made them drink Darkspawn blood. Weird shit. We tracked the Carta to an old dwarven fort or something in the mountains. Of course, it turned out to be a trap. They needed Hawk's blood to open the locks holding Corypheus, and they drew us into the prison to get it.
Damn it, if we hadn't done that. Hey, I wonder how that would have worked out then, because, I mean, we played the DLC, and we did it, but if we didn't, would they still assume that that happened by default?
There has to be a way to defeat Corypheus. We'll find it. Don't worry.
I hope you're right. Maker's breath, what have I let loose?
You had nothing to do with this, Varric.
I was the one who led Hawk to Corypheus. If I hadn't tracked the Carta to that ruin. But you've got more important things to do than listen to me worry. Just let me know when you want something shot.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't mind talking a little bit, Varric. Wow, different cutscenes every time. Are you writing your novel?
Is this a bad time? I can come back.
No, it's all right. Bills are really not that engrossing.
Oh.
I've been meaning to come talk to you anyhow. I never officially joined the Inquisition. I don't know how to do this disciplehood thing. I'm a businessman. Never really followed a chosen one before.
You a businessman? What business have you done? Your brother was the businessman. You were sort of just a hanging around guy. Not that that's an insult, okay? I just don't see you as a business person.
I'm a person like any other. You don't have to treat me differently.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm overthinking things. You just don't know what you are to the people out there. The Herald of Andraste is a symbol bigger than any of us.
What am I to you then?
None of this shit makes any sense to me. Is this the end of the world? Did Andraste send you through the breach? I have no idea. You heard the crowd singing after Haven was attacked?
Why was I even in the Fade to begin with? I don't remember anything. I just woke up and I was kicked out of the Fade and somebody seemed to have saved me.
Please don't tell me you're going to burst into song now.
Don't worry, I'm not that cruel. I should probably get back to work. Unless, you up for a game of Wicked Grace?
Let's. What is it? Is it a card game or a dice game? Can we talk? Properly talk.
What can I do for you, Inquisitor?
What can you tell me about this Corypheus?
I'm not exactly an expert, but ask away and I'll answer what I can.
He looks like some sort of blighted creature, but he speaks. What is he exactly?
The wardens who imprisoned him thought he was just a darkspawn. But you heard him ranting. He claims he's a magister. One who assaulted the Golden City, what, more than 1,000 years ago? It seems crazy, but if he's telling the truth, he's one of the people who caused the blights.
He's literally like, back in my day, Tevinter was great and blah 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 blah. But I think if we think about the architect, Tevinter Magister's seeming evil is not like a uniform thing, because if the architect was also a magister, he was very willing to work with the people. I don't know where he is. Because he was all like, hey, let's work together and stop the blight and all that, wasn't he?
How did you first encounter him?
A few years back, I was dealing with some trouble from a Carta clan that went rogue. They were sending assassins after the Hawk family. We tracked them to a ruin in the Vimarks. It turned out to be a trap. Once you went far enough into the ruin, there was a magic barrier that kept you from going back. The whole thing was a prison the Grey Wardens were using to hold what they thought was a powerful darkspawn.
I've never heard of wardens locking up Darkspawn. Why wouldn't they just kill him and be done with it?
I don't think they could. From what we saw in there, Corypheus can control wardens somehow. They couldn't attack him. The wardens locked him up because there was nothing else they could do.
Nobody knows that wardens are sort of darkspawn adjacent. Otherwise, they'd have some theories about this.
You and Hawk both said before he was supposed to be dead.
He was dead. We killed him. The only way for us to escape the prison Corypheus was trapped in was to go through him. We weren't going to just leave the door to his prison open behind us and hope he was dead. We made sure.
Well, apparently not sure enough.
All right. I think that's enough about Corypheus.
No problem.
Want to tell me about
What
Hawk?
can I do for you, Inquisitor?
I read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
You might have asked this
That's
already.
a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, they're all gone.
Carry on.
What can I do for you, Inquisitor?
What are your thoughts on the Inquisition?
If there's anybody out there who hasn't joined the Inquisition, they're hiding under a rock. Did you want to take over Ferelden? I think we might be able to conquer it just by looking east.
We have majority support then. It's pretty good.
How do you think Josephine is handling the job of ambassador?
I'm starting to get the feeling that this is all a warm-up before she takes over Antiva in a bloodless coup.
Damn. that would be fine.
What do you think of our general?
He's been insufferably smug lately. You might want to tell him to watch his back. I think Liliana might shiv him.
What do you think of Leliana's work?
Do you want to know what the Arishok had for breakfast this morning? I think she can tell you.
The Arishok that we know is already dead.
Good to know.
Back to work then.
No, not quite.
I've got a minute if you need something.
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm
Oh,
flattered.
we've done this one.
Also inclined to... Nope.
And I assume you have nothing new about
What can I
Red
do for you,
Lyrium?
Inquisitor?
I want...
I'll tell you what I can.
I don't believe we've asked about this.
What could the Templars want with it?
In Kirkwall, just having the Lyrium idol made Knight Commander Meredith impossibly strong. Before it turned her into a Lyrium statue, anyway.
Oh, I think we have.
Maybe they thought the power was worth it, or maybe they didn't know the consequences.
I think that's enough on Red Lyrium.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject.
There was the other question in the Red
Looking for
Lyrium
someone
section.
to talk your ear off? I think I'll tell you what I can.
I've seen it infect people like a disease and turn them to lyrium. How can it do that?
That's a good question. To tell the truth, we don't really know what that shit can do to a person. And I don't want to find out.
I think that's enough on Red Lyrium.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject.
I think we sort of can tell what happens to a person if you look at the Templars.
Another completed work of whatever they used to...
Somebody here needs something from me? Oh. Chantry Garden. Upgrades the garden to a chantry, bringing hope to all who seek it. A functional upgrade that brings a potential resource gain from the inspired, including gold. Herb Garden. Upgrades the garden by committing the space to simple greenery and cultivation. A functional change that allows for more herbs to be harvested. I think herbs come by a lot harder than gold. Whoa! Okay. Alright. Skyhold Garden. Where wither grows a simple scent of sprigs anew in furrowed soil. For on the vine are yours and mine, a bounty blessed by honest toil. Though brave in war in ways we are, and wander thus in victory, it's on the vine where yours and mine are graced with health and history. In home and hearth and battlefield, our sustenance is common held. If on the vine are yours and mine, and always there we are compelled. For turning home is not retreat, when home is why we fight at all. And on the vine is yours and mine, entreating in our heart the call. So of the boons you cannot buy, there are but two we're certain of. Not on the vine of yours or mine, is first the cost of truest love. And that denied a purchase price, we turn our gaze to what's in hand. And of the vine are yours and mine, to make total from our total land. Oh, it's another song. Is she gonna sing here? So we have more herb space now? We just need seeds? Songs collected. Oh, that was a song. We need the... Right, there's more spaces now. Oh my... There's so much! Construction report, scaffolding. Third fall in as many days. We need more sandbags. It's almost impossible to drive an anchor between these blocks. The place was built to last, but that makes it a fight to build it up. Baronol Roofer. Approved. The Inquisition needs its people on good legs. Sir Morris, Quartermaster. Is that cool for our immediate exploration of Skyhold? Dude, this took me like More than 3 hours just to look around Skyhold. My god! Oh, this place is massive.
You find the strangest things, Inquisitor. Interesting altogether, though.
I just realized you were talking about the mosaic tiles I've been picking up, huh? I don't even know what they look like. Okay, let's do some war room stuff. Oh, that's the... Is that the whole throne thing? Yes. Let's set up some war room stuff and then we'll go back to the Templar stuff. Hey Josephine, how are you doing? Oh. Alright.
And what else did Lady Forsythia say? That she'd rather drown herself than help the Inquisition. Anything else? She said she'd have us flogged alive if we allied with her brother.
That does sound like her.
Cheer up, Josie. We at least have her attention.
You always do find the brighter side of things. We are in the midst of cementing an alliance with Lady Forsythia of Navarra, your worship. It's become a somewhat delicate task.
I'm sure you can do it.
Can I do anything to help negotiations?
Thank you, but I believe I have matters in hand. I dissuaded her from sending soldiers when she learned we'd struck an accord with a brother she's feuding with. Lady Forsythia simply employs a colorful manner of speech.
But is she all bark and no bite?
Dealing with so many demanding, strong-willed people can't be easy.
It's no less intense than my days at court, Inquisitor, I assure you. But I confess I do miss my staff from the embassy in Antiva. It was always useful to discuss the day's visitors with them.
Yes. Yes.
I have time if you'd like to review things with me.
I wouldn't wish to impose.
If it were imposing, I wouldn't have offered.
Well, I admit there are a few potential alliances it would be good to discuss.
She's going on that walk with me. Hey!
Right on the parlor floor. In front of everyone at the soiree.
In my room!
Who does such a thing in front of their guests?
The Duke of Kellington, apparently.
And then there's Cole's lurking. It frightens our guests half to death. Lord Gennar still won't respond to our letters. And Sarah, can she not find a single overshirt with that mustard taint on it? Then there's Dorian. The man refuses to take anything seriously unless it suits its whim. Not to mention... Oh goodness. Have we been here an hour already?
So much complaining. We do have a lot of very strong personalities here. Cole, come on, if you're gonna do stuff, make people forget it. That's your thing, right? Don't make the guests scared.
It went by so quickly, I didn't even notice.
You're far too polite. I didn't intend to go on for so long. You must think me quite the gossip.
Try again.
Spending time with such an engaging woman is never unpleasant, Lady Montillier.
Goodness. I'm glad I haven't wasted your day. Well, I've taken up quite enough of your time already. Until next time, your worship.
Cool, let's set a date for next time. First woman in my bedroom. We're back in the bedroom again. Oh, it could have been Solus though. I don't know how that happened. Like, did he tell me to sleep on my bed, or did I just somehow find myself in the Fade? People keep bringing me all over the place. Girl's just trying to get to the war table. Can we go down here? No. We have to go down like this. I need to set up the war table stuff, please. And we picked up like 20 different missions just by walking around and talking to people too. Oh my goodness. Although, the stuff that Josephine and other people talk about, it gives me the sense that we've been here longer than we've actually been here. Yeah, basically ever since we woke up in our bedroom. Yeah, they cleaned up all the stuff already, and apparently we've had guests over for, I don't know, allies and whatnot. Yeah, it feels like more time's passed.
Yes?
Ooh. Oh wow, okay. Did we ask about these?
Tell me about the Montilliers.
Well, my parents are alive and in good health. They live in our estate in Antiva City. Of my 4 siblings, most attend to the running of the family vineyards. That reminds me, I must ask someone to make sure Yvette attends the spring reception at the palace.
My youngest sister has no head for social engagements.
Well, that's because her older sister is so good at it.
Why are you overseeing your siblings' social lives?
It's Antivan custom. After a certain age, the heir apparent runs the family's estate to prove they're worthy of succession. If you're unfit for the task, the heads of the house, usually one's parents, may decree a new heir.
I don't know why, but I thought you coming here sort of meant that you gave that up. Maybe because that's what Cassandra did, but you're not giving that up at all, right? You're still the heir apparent.
What do these Antivan heads of their households do if they don't run it?
Well, they work and provide guidance. I've taken advice from my parents. Well, mostly mother. Father's more of an artist. It's rather gauche, but we never can dissuade him from running his own salons. Between him and my siblings, mother's looking forward to my taking over the estate.
How do they feel about you being here?
Can you run your family's business and be the Inquisition's ambassador?
I won't let it interfere with the quality of my work for the Inquisition, I assure you. But managing the estate is my duty. As much work as it is, I will not shirk it.
That's crazy. She's working 2 jobs, basically.
Is running your family's estate that important to you?
I'm responsible for their welfare. A Montilier never shuns their familial duty. Taxing as those duties can sometimes be.
Maybe your siblings could help lighten your burden.
You don't know them. But Lorien in charge, or Antoine, or Yvette? No, truly. It must be me.
Oh, you gotta let them spread their wings too. You never know, right?
Where were you raised, Josephine?
I was born in Antiva City, but when I turned 15, Mother declared I'd attend finishing school in Valroyo. But I bowled into her skirts the day I had to leave.
Exactly, and now look at you. So you gotta give your siblings a chance to grow too.
You must have missed her terribly.
I did, and she was most unsympathetic to my wailing. But my mother only wanted the best for me. Living in Orlais was an education in itself.
What did you learn at this finishing school in Valroyo?
Among other things, mathematics, rhetoric, poetry, history, logic, and a great deal of etiquette. I still remember Madame Beventir's switch on my knuckles when I forgot the basic tenets of Nevaran dining customs. For a dowager approaching her 80th year, she had quite the arm.
Oh yes, I do know what a switch is now. Back in Origins, I didn't know.
How did the younger you like Valroyo when you arrived?
Have you ever stepped into a new city and felt the buildings couldn't possibly be real? That was Valroyo to me. So beautifully foreign, I gaped at its spires for months.
Speaking of Valroyo, can we arrange somebody to go to that shop so we can bring the golden nug here? I paid for it. It should be here. It shouldn't be in the shop.
Does Antiva City have nothing that compares to Valroyo?
Antiva City is a jewel among the capitals. But I did not appreciate that before I traveled. There are multitudes of places I'd like to see. Seheran, the Anderfels, whatever lies past the Amaranthine Ocean.
But your responsibilities are gonna tie you down pretty much.
Who rules Antiva?
Officially, the Principality of Antiva is governed by His Majesty King Fugelno II. In reality, Antiva's merchant princes rule the country in everything but name. Quite loudly, I might add.
Antiva, merchants. Right, yeah, the crows in the background.
What sort of dealings did you have with these merchant families?
As ambassador, I attended Privy Council meetings in a mediatory capacity. May I just say, one has never heard an argument until they've sat in on 15 princes howling down each other's tariff suggestions.
Is the Inquisition job easier or that job easier? I wonder.
If you must deal with legislation, at least it's lively.
It's all a part of life in Antiva. Our traditions value passion and romance. A certain exuberance of style.
The arts. Whoa. This is a bit insulting, I hope not.
Are you positive you're Antivan?
I can be most exuberant when it's called for. Just at the right moments, and in a proper fashion. Might we speak of something else?
Yes.
What's the land like in Antiva?
The settled areas are quite lush. The vineyards run as far as the eye can see in some places. Antiva City, however, perches right up against the Rialto Bay. That's what I miss most. The sea crashing against the maze of the docks.
You sound pretty homesick.
I have difficulty seeing you wandering around a trading port.
Everyone in Antiva City spends time by the ships, my lady. The finest restaurants and poets all make their habitation by the sea. The waterfront's never still. Lanterns are lit along the promenade no matter what the weather.
Are you ever homesick?
Occasionally. When a breeze stirs the trees in the garden, I sometimes pretend it's the sound of the surf. Do you know, I even miss those terrible squawking birds infesting the harbor. My youngest sister used to throw whole loaves of bread to the gulls. Silly thing.
An entire loaf? Can they even digest that?
You said the Montiliers used to run an entire trading fleet. What happened?
There was a scandal in Val Royaux more than an age ago. The Montiliers were forbidden from trading with Orlais. Our personal fortunes never quite rebounded.
Does anyone in Orlais even remember what that scandal was?
I doubt it, but the injunction persists.
What exactly happened?
An affair with a minor lord. Perhaps. Most other details are lost.
Are you saying your family's livelihood was ruined because of a love affair no one even remembers?
Essentially, Orlesian politics are full of these unhappy little missteps, Inquisitor.
Yeah, Orlais does seem to be that kind of place.
You haven't really gone into detail about how you know Leliana.
We met... let me think. We met the last few years of my schooling, but we became friends after I became ambassador to Orlais. It seems terrifyingly long ago now.
How old is everybody here? I have no idea.
How exactly did you and Leliana reconnect in the Inquisition?
I discovered my family had been overcharging a merchant we traded with for months. Our name carries a great deal of trust in Antiva. I spent weeks arranging a string of favors as suitable recompense. Apparently satisfied, the merchant extended me an invitation to her estate. Leliana greeted me in place of the merchant.
Were you dealing with a divine?
I assume there was more to it than a strange way to say hello.
It was a test of sorts. Leliana claimed she needed someone of painful integrity for the Inquisition. I accepted, once she finally explained what it was.
Because a lot of people would normally just be like, well, I mean, I made a mistake, but I'm profiting from it, so why would I say anything?
Do you remain close?
Yes, but she's grown so much more distant than the outgoing woman I met in Val Royaux. Leliana used to wander the Orlesian courts, singing the sweetest songs, charming the greatest wits. Now she collects secrets and takes risks that would make empires tremble. I worry, but she will not hear it.
When we all grow up, we lose a little bit of that innocence, that childhood innocence, and especially with her job being so stressful and the responsibility that weighs on her.
Does Leliana confide in you?
She enjoys revisiting our more disastrous adventures. Leliana used to concoct the most ridiculous plans. Run if you ever see her with a twine ball, a measuring stick, and a handkerchief.
Do I even want to know? But see, these days, Liliana making a plan would mean that she has to involve her agents' lives, and so she wouldn't be messing around anymore.
Let's speak later.
Goodbye.
Antiva.
A pleasure.
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded of this.
Good, good, good. Have you met Cole?
Any thoughts on the people here?
Who did you mean?
Wait, is Cole? Cole is one of the companion, right? We haven't gone out yet. What is he? Interesting. I thought spirit would be mage by default, but we had no more space in the mage category.
Cole, actually.
Who? Oh, wait, you mean the quiet young man? How strange. I'm sure we must have talked, yet I can't recall what we discussed.
I'm a little bit sad.
Let's speak later.
Goodbye.
Let's read about Antiva right now. Antiva, one of the few categories I've been keeping up okay with. In the rest of the civilized world, it is common belief that Antiva has no king. I assure you, gentle readers, that this is untrue. The line of kings in Antiva has remained unbroken for 2,500 years. It is simply that nobody pays attention to them whatsoever. In truth, the nation is ruled by a collection of merchant princes. They are not princes in the literal sense, but heads of banks, trading companies, and vineyards. Their power is conferred strictly by wealth. But Antiva is not primarily renowned for its peculiar form of government, nor for its admittedly unparalleled wines. Antiva is known for the House of Crows. Since Antivans are well known for being good at everything but fighting, it is more than little ironic that Antiva possesses the most deadly assassins in the world. Their fame is such that Antiva keeps no standing army, no king is willing to order his troops to assault her borders, and no general is mad enough to lead such an invasion. The attack would likely succeed, but its leaders would not see the day. I think we read this one, I kind of remembered vaguely. Damn, that was a longer thing than I expected. I probably should have gone to the war table first. Could have gotten a few short ones done. Oh. We have 3 rift thingies glowing on the board now. Alright, give me some reports. Strike a bargain with the merchant princess. A bundle of documents at least 50 pages thick explains a trade agreement with Inquisition. The Inquisition has entered into with the merchant princess of Antiva. Oh, how timely. Josephine has attached a note. Inquisitor, I am more than satisfied with the agreement we reached with the merchant princess. Here is a duplicate if you wish to review it. I would put aside 3 days and 24 candles. Oh my god. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Josephine. Protect. No. Hunt Therenfall Redoubt Demon. Inquisitor. The demon was clever enough to impersonate everyone from Secret Pentagast to the chief, to even me at one point, but we caught it and put it down. There wasn't much left of the body after we killed the thing, but it had missives with useful information. Most of them confirm what we already knew. The Elder One planning to kill Empress Celine and march an army of demons across Orlais. But I'll pass to Sister Liliana regardless. The demon also held some items the Inquisition might find handy. Hope they help. Intense Spirit Essence. Creme. Thank you. Yeah, the Elder One wants to kill Empress Celine. And mess with Orlais? The big one? Inquisitor? Inquisitor, our people have flushed out something. Something big and stubborn. You were seeking a mount that spoke to the tenacity of the Inquisition, and this... Frankly, I'm not sure what this says, but it is definitely a mount, and it is definitely tenacious. I'm not sure what to say, except that the stables now have a new resident, and to echo the report from our people, that is one big nug. We have something to look forward to once we see it. Okay. So protect Clan Lavalin. Bandits are attacking. These seem too powerful to be mere bandits. My skirmishers can harass their flanks and give the Dalish a chance to retreat, while I uncover the truth. No simple bandits would attack a Dalish camp with such force. My troops can give the Dalish much needed support. Same time. But, Liliana sound like we might get additional information. Not that I don't trust Cullen for this one, because we do need numbers here. But additional information would be nice.
Inquisitor.
And then... Disaster in Deep Roads. Acquire the... Arcanist? Oh, this is 0 time. Skyhold has incredible potential for rune crafting and mastercraft smithing. If only we had a gifted mind to gain full benefit. The War and the Venatori have claimed many experts, but we have located an Arcanist with great skill and a reputation for humbling first enchanters in both Andrastian and Imperial circles. 2 assassination attempts and at least 1 explosion have made landholders reluctant to allow her passage through their territory. It will bring significant effort to bring her from Tantervale, but this Arcanist would be invaluable to the Inquisition. So much effort! Goodness! The Arcanist has been secured despite great cost and the concern of more than a few traditional-minded mages. She awaits a meeting with the Inquisitor in the Undercroft. We will meet her later. Specializations. I can assure instruction for the legions who want to join, but can we expect the Inquisitor to remain a leader while training with a subordinate? She is a figure of inspiration and should rightly be one of aspiration. Promoting a specialist from within the ranks seems lacking. With due respect to our people, the needs of the Herald are so specific, I recommend looking outside for the best combat specialists to be found, regardless of their affiliation. Josephine knows some people.
Let us begin.
The best of the best have been summoned. Training with these specialists will ensure the Inquisitor's ability remain at their height. Wait, let's pick some long ones. Yeah, that one was short. I might even want to just sit here and wait for this one a little bit. Pick some long... Let me check out the time first before doing anything else, because I'm gonna go do the Templar mission on a different save now. As soon as I set this up. Oh, I'm not gonna remember which one I clicked on. Oh, these are mostly pretty short, but we had a 7-hour one earlier, right? A memorial for Haven. Okay, Ambassador Montelier. Although we have not always seen eye to eye, I believe that on this subject we will be in perfect agreement. I would like to build a monument at the site where Haven stood, as a memorial to all those who gave their lives defending the faith. Shall we work together to honor those fallen heroes, Madame Ambassador? Marquis Durelian. I forgot who this guy is. Fundraising. Send a representative for the ribbon cutting. Ribbon cutting of a memorial seems a bit too cheery, doesn't it? Yeah, let's send some soldiers over there. It's addressed to Josephine.
Inquisitor.
Seems harmless. I'll pick one for... Who else is here? Cullen? Find the Warden. Oh yeah, these cost. The search for the hack writer. Ruffles. First off, you play... Wait, Ruffles is... Josephine? That's Varric's name for Josephine? First off, you play a mean hand of Wicked Grace. Second, the lead you dug up for me in finding this Balenforth guy in Kirkwall is starting to show some promise. Wait, if he's talking to Josephine, should I be reading this? I got my editor to look around for me. She's a coterie boss, so people tell her things whether they want to or not. She tracked down the poor sod carrying the manuscripts out of Kirkwall. This is where it gets weird. The courier is a magistrate, Lord Werner Camring. The coterie won't touch him with a 10-foot pole. Maybe you could have a polite word with him for me? Varric. That's awkward. The fake writer is actually a magistrate, someone in a high position. Kirkwall guard talking to the magistrate? You want to get the Kirkwall guard fired? It's called Josephine. This is a Josephine one. Shadows over Denerim. Inquisitor. Oh, this is long. First things first, an apology. I offer the rebel mages safe harbor in Ferelden only to have them drive my uncle out of his own town. So I'll admit, I wasn't in the best of moods when I first met you. Wait, who is this? Alistair. I just wanted everyone out of Redcliffe and didn't care who was responsible for what. Now I wish I'd done otherwise. Isn't that always the way? These cultists, Venatori, I think they're called. We have them in the Royal Palace, or so I'm told. Like rats, but with magic and nasty sneers. I don't know what they're up to, but I need to find them and drive them out. Since the Inquisition knows all about them, I'm hoping you'll help. Something, grateful something. Wait, did you just write that? You scribes do this on purpose, don't you? Oh, Alistair. Is this one appropriate for Cullen, though? Yeah, I want Liliana for everything. I don't know about sending a whole bunch of soldiers for this. This seems a bit... Oh, but you can't send Josephine. Send forces to aid the manhunt. Not only should we help, but everyone should see us doing it. I think this should be okay. Alright, that's a big long one. And with that, we will temporarily step out. What the hell? What? Wait. Why is everyone ready to report in? Wait, what? Okay, I just did the war table. Why did stuff immediately... Is it because I upgraded the garden?
Lost 3 shipments. It's still rough out there.
We'll get them back. We're backing the winner.
Yeah.
You always say we're backing the winner.
Who do you think makes it happen? We'll get them back.
Like your confidence. What was that? Everything just finished right away? I guess we triggered some sort of, upgrade? I guess we can do more stuff immediately then. Josephine's was like, what, 10 minutes? That wasn't 10 minutes, right? I wasn't looking at this for that long. Oh my god, her little... It's broad daylight. You don't need that little clipboard, okay? Oh, was it just Josephine? Oh, no. I think that might have been other stuff. Everything is still in progress right now. What? It said Josephine was ready earlier. Okay, that's fine. Alright. That is fine. Okay, so for real.
The city has agreed to send us 5 dozen guardsmen.
Take them. 5 dozen? That's 60. 60 people. That's good. Okay. When we come back, we will be checking out the alternate quest from before Corypheus found us, the Templar quest. See you then.